Where's the ping channel for?
It's
streamer info channel.
It's broadcasting.
Oh,
so
that's interesting. Got
it. ! opt -inn, and then the broadcast that you want. If you shift enter, you can also put line breaks in as well.
Is the pre-show ready?
It's already up, man. It's already up.
Oh, good. No, it's just because I'm about to blast, and I didn't want them to be lied to. Okay, here it goes. I'm gonna just do a pre-show blast. Boom.
Yeah.
Okay. Moderate channel is set up. I need moderators, though, to mute and unmute people based on their Xing up to ask a question, which could become a zoo. So I'll have to... Last time I had Fozzie on, I was like, hey, Fozzie, you want to stick around and talk to people? Sure. So I put him in this big channel, and like 100 people showed up. And I was like, okay, I got to go.
That's amazing.
And then I jumped over to the Derek and Kaskora and the other hosts, and I was like, hey, you guys, I need some help moderating. And they jumped over there, and they handled it. They totally handled it.
I remember.
The thing was,
I remember that so well as well.
I recorded it, and that was my recording, not yours. So it took my voice, so you could hear somebody answer. Was it Fozzie answering the question? And then it completely shifted to me saying, hey, guys, I need some help over here moderating. Can you? So I jumped over back to the question. I was like, what can I do? I did just leave that in there.
Yeah, pretty much the way that you moonwalk out of shows, Matterall, you should be an MC.
I should be Michael Jackson.
Well, you should just be in Mercenary Coalition. That's exactly their specialty.
Do they moonwalk out of things?
They moonwalk out of everything when there's like the slightest trouble or effort.
They're like, we're out of here.
It's what Cheetah calls a Celine special.
I mean, that's what mercs do, right?
Yeah, that's what they're supposed to do.
We broke things. Let's go. So I don't know if we should talk about this kill mail here. This guy lost 110 billion JT clone Ares, and he ran for CSM last year on a platform. I'm not a block candidate. That was the extent of his platform. But it looks like he lost all his BPs, Cs or Os. I can't tell. On kill mails, do they all come up BPO?
Yeah. I don't remember anymore.
They used to. I don't know if they still do, but it's their value can't account for research, so you just never know how much the BPs are.
You can't value any of them. You can only get the NPC value.
Yeah, I was saying we're talking about 110 billion ISK lost in, it looks like an interceptor. So if you're losing it in an interceptor, you should be losing that to a smart bomb, which he did not.
Where is this?
I'll get you the link. I didn't want to shame anybody, so I didn't put it in.
I've been noticing a lot of like super high kill mails coming out, and it's just because
Fireworks.
Yeah, the fireworks.
Okay, we are getting close. Oh, Stain Guy's writing me. Oh.
You might need to change this over to the moderated channel and point out to people that they need to be in there.
That's a good point. Let's do that.
I think a big clue that these are actual blueprints are that there is no Tech 2s at all. Didn't do it.
Everybody jumps in here that isn't staff should come in. Oh, muted.
Muted, they are.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, none of these blueprints are Tech 2. None of them. So if you had a BPO collection, this is what it would look like.
So if you had one, that's what it should look like.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, so think about it. For somebody to have one BPC of all kinds of crap doesn't make sense. But for having an entire collection of BPOs with none of them being qualified as a BPC, it looks like they are legitimately BPOs. The only ones that he's got multiple of are like things like components that you'd want multiple of, like photon microprocessor blueprints.
Hey, if somebody in here can serve as a stand-in for Seagull, well, never mind. I'll put that out. I'll put that out in.
Impersonating a dev is a bannable offense.
She's not a dev anymore.
Oh,
well,
yeah,
she still is. She still will be for a while.
That's fair.
So, you know.
Should have her come into 100 CCP Seagulls.
We are all CCP Seagull this blessed day.
Can people jump directly into moderated channel?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
You know
There
that.
is Asher speaking. Marshall Grant Asher is speaking here, but not for another 15 minutes. This is the pre-show. The show starts at the top of the hour. You're welcome.
Yeah, we still need Carneros in chat. Well, in Zoom.
He is getting coffee and clothing.
And a stand-in.
Oh my god, I wonder if Discord can actually handle all of these people.
It shall be the
what
test.
Do you think? I thought it was supposed to be able to. I mean, we had like 100 people when Fozzie was here, so, and this may be more.
I think the thing that surprises me the most is that he got taken out not by a smart bomb, but by a saber.
That's the thing. You're not supposed to be taken out by a saber unless you're drifting or on autopilot.
He was at a Stargate.
Yeah, and then he basically autopiloted with all this stuff in it. And at that point, 110 billion worth of stuff, you're like,
no way. You're suggesting this dude autopiloted in nullsec?
Or some saber pilots are that quick, you know?
Yeah, I mean, if he was an instalocker, he was able to get a point.
Yeah.
What was he flying?
intercept a raptor.
Oh, okay.
The only time I've been killed in an interceptor lately was a smart bomb by Losecnia Schublin.
No, because he's got 2 stabs. He would have had to like just get a shot off, or I don't even know.
I mean, it could have been anything. It could have been something as innocent as he jumped the gate and then his computer disconnected for some reason, and then he walked off, then walked back in, and then got pointed and tackled and killed.
For those of you who don't know what we're talking about and do want to know, I just posted it in public channel. There's a kill mail.
Oh man, there's a lot of people in here. I didn't notice. Hi, lots of people.
They can't talk, so
I know. That's what makes it even better.
You will be able to talk after the show one at a time. This is so that we don't get people screaming racist stuff on air. But yeah.
Now that you've given everybody the idea.
We start in 15 minutes. You can stick around here. We're going to go with Asher Elias first, give us an update on the war. Then we're going to talk to Seagull about her career at CCP. And then after that, we'll come back to this room where CCP Seagull will join us and answer your questions. And we'll unmute you one at a time as you X up and ask your question. Yeah, so that kill mail there from JT Clone Aries, I believe JT Clone Aries, actually I don't believe, he is the guy that ran for CSM last year. And yeah, looks like he lost all stuff. So he's known to TIS.
I want to ask CCP Seagull, who's the bigger baby, her newborn or the rest of us? The evil community.
You know the answer to that one.
Could really do with just one extra person in Zoom, because I can show myself and set it as myself and then hide myself and we'll find.
To answer Timski's question, I'm going to record the after show as well, and then I will ask permission to publish it, and if she gives me permission, then I will. And that's usually how that works, because I want them to feel like they're not under a microscope, although they are always on guard and will never say anything that they would regret.
In control. You want them to feel in control.
Yeah.
Also,
yeah.
Let's not forget that today is the 15th anniversary of EVE Online. So we do.
Today is the day, right? That's why we planned it for this day. Yeah.
Yeah.
And, we should actually talk about that a little bit, but we won't have time because she's going to be here at 16:30, which is great. It's a half hour earlier than we expected, and we'll bring it up with her. I should do some giveaways or something. I'll have to work on that. It's not giving away stuff that I mind. It's the organization it requires to do it.
Oh, thank
fucking Christ! It's coming up on video.
Epic! I can do actual stuff. Caneros, yay!
I'm just going to ban that guy with that name.
Yeah, take him out fast. None of the names in moderated will be on screen at any time, so it doesn't benefit you to come in with a funny name. I've got somebody warned Carneros coming into a live situation in case he doesn't have clothes on.
He looked clothed-ish. I like how we have over 100 people not watching us not do a podcast.
Exactly.
We're preparing. This is what it's like preparing. We got to warm up. Everybody gets their coffee. Tell us what happens when we warm up. What do you do to warm up?
Who, me?
You don't do anything, do you?
Mostly I just try to make sure that my son is in as good of a place as possible, so that way he doesn't disturb too much. But yeah, get my coffee. That's a big one. Although I just finished my cup.
Well, for me, it's usually a last-minute scramble to do a bunch of stuff from McLeod as well, who does all the visuals on the video. I got it.
I like to spend most of my prep time not actually prepping, so that way I'm super not ready. Because that's my strategy.
Yeah.
Did you check out the interview yet? Was that good?
Your interview with drawing a blank. Kill 2?
No. CSM 1.
Oh, I have not. I'm going to take care of that on Monday. I didn't want anything to go out before this, so Monday I'll edit it and put it out. I didn't.
Right. Well, I already edited it.
I wasn't able to download it, but I will pay attention to that. I'm reading more show notes. Jeez.
This is pre-stream. That's correct.
Do you guys have questions in this channel? If you do, put them in public. Yeah, I didn't get many questions off of Reddit. Did no good, really.
Reddit failed us at our time of need, which was bad.
Mic check. Hello.
Hey, buddy.
You can hear us in the house.
Louder. But I'm sure it'll be fine.
Good morning, everyone. Golden Diane.
Coming in a semi-live situation, we're doing pre-roll today, which is a chance for people to see how we set up the show, what goes on before, so they feel as included as possible. We're also inside this moderated channel, which allows people to jump into it from public, but they can't speak automatically. They have to be unmuted and then remuted, and that'll be for the after show.
How can you make a phone call if you're unable to speak?
I was on late night Asher Fleets last night. So just waking up. I hope he's okay.
I hope so too. He's going to be on the show.
I'm sure one delicious Kirkland protein bar and he'll be fine. Can you get it?
Yes.
You might want to get a graphic ready.
Okay.
And we might not be able to call him Ash for a day.
Yep, there's too many ashes now.
I might have a little content here. This is funny. I got some information on that giant kill mail that just came through yesterday. Let's see if I can get the guy in here. 1 second.
We might need to do an explanation on what is an insta-warp interceptor.
All right, I unmuted Titellus. Titellus? How do you say your name, man?
Good morning. Titellus.
Thank you. Titellus, put those links inside of public channel and let's discuss them because they're kind of funny. Well, oh, I don't know if you can do that, actually. I wasn't thinking. Maybe you don't want to put those out.
Yeah. Well, my entire alliance knows them because I posted them there, so I guess most people know.
But
I don't want to make them public, though. That'd be a little much.
That's totally fine. But tell us the story. This is somebody who was traveling in an interceptor. They got killed with 110 billion in BPs. Were they BPOs or BPCs?
Oh, those are BPOs. He moved his entire stash and did that.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, that means all that research.
Oh, yeah, he was actually finishing research, which is why he didn't move them 2 weeks ago. They were finishing in Paragon Falls.
Oh, my God. So that's not 110 billion. That's a huge investment he lost there, right?
Well, when he messaged me about it back on the 29th, which was about a week ago, he said it was only 84 billion worth of BPOs. So I don't know where the extra value came from.
Oh, always use PushX or Red Frog when you're doing Tech 1 BPO.
Let someone else take the risk.
Exactly. I would never ship that shit myself.
Well, I moved my own blueprints. It's not a big deal, but you know, for him, like he just doesn't like paying other people for services.
But then you just push yourself because then you put more prints in your cargo than you would otherwise do if you're using external freight, right?
Good. Asher is here, so we can. So we're going to start in 5. He's on time.
Wow, nice.
Get him ready.
I once paid someone 10 billion ISK to move a Nix for me between Oasa and Veil of the Silent.
Oh wow, that must have been old school, pre-Keepstar.
Yep. Titleist, did he get snagged? I mean, how does Saber catch an interceptor?
So I plugged his fit into Pyfa. It's not sub 2 second, and there's a claw on the kill mail. So I'm guessing he got insta locked, and they had a point or two on him. So unfortunately, all he said was, what was it? Hold on. He gave some exact words and then logged out. And we haven't heard from him since.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Cool.
Do you have space for the overlay of the chat, McLeod?
No, not with the Twitch chat as well. Sorry.
In comms, he said, "Hold my beer," and then he logged out.
Literally the best thing to say before something goes terribly wrong.
Because we were actually chatting with him in real time while he lost his ship, and he didn't say anything about how he lost it. He just said, "Hold my beer," and then he logged out.
Oh. And he ran for CSM last year, right?
Oh, that dude runs for CSM every couple of years. Have you not searched his name on the internet to look up his history with Code?
Oh no, don't know.
Oh, he's got like an 8-part series from Code where he tried to take over Code and spent like 20 billion ISK.
I think he did mention that, but during the campaign, he never really talked about that. All he talked about was that he wasn't a block candidate, and that's why he should go.
Except he kind of was. I'm sure he wasn't, in a sense that nobody actually listens to him in the DCU.
Yeah, the guy that ran is JT Clone Ares. He's the one on the kill mail. I guess
he's not even in Ares. He's a betrayer to his own name.
Right?
I gave him a fit for an Ares too. If he wanted a travel fit Ares, like what do you do?
Wow. So he lost research BPOs. Oh, that hurts so much.
Some of those were pretty well researched too. They've been in the shop for upwards of a year. Whoever won those could probably give you a better inventory than, well, I shouldn't say one, legally acquired. You may want to chat with the folks who actually got those blueprints, see what they ended up with. I'm sure most of the subcomponents and stuff are all ME10 TE20, and then some of the big boy stuff is going to be at least ME8. Obviously, the stuff that's lost is just gone forever, and I'm sure JT would give us a full inventory, but he ain't going to talk to me. I called him out pretty hard in our Lost Mail channel in Dive.
Okay.
But yeah, I plugged his fit in. I don't know why he decided that dual Tech 2 rigs was suddenly going to get him below 2.1 or 2 seconds for a line and warp, because I told him no. I even sent you a screenshot, man, all about how I was telling him, here is the exact fit you need.
Yeah, I saw that.
I help newbies out all the time, and I try to explain to them, here's the reason my fit is the way it is. Some people just don't want to learn. They don't want to spend the time to learn. Even when you tell them, they don't listen. Like he really likes blinging things out as a resolution step. And unfortunately, with the travel scepter, especially with a Raptor, you can't just bling it out and get the result you want. You can't save one more low slot by blinging things out. Because even if you use a faction eye stab in Tech 2 rigs, it's still like 2.08 or something like that.
Yeah, it's still not quite there.
McLeod, how are we looking? It's time to wrap things up for the pre-show.
Yeah, pretty much there.
Are we already being broadcast?
Oh yeah, you got
to warn us, right, bro?
No, I thought I did, didn't I?
Fairly certain
I
you
We
did,
didn't
yeah.
say we were on camera.
Oh, shit.
Sorry,
I
that is
apologize.
bad. That
I'll
is
take the
bad.
cameras off now.
That's
No,
okay.
you should-
now
you
I
should have
realize. I hope
We
I
should have
have a shirt
explicitly
on.
told them.
Okay.
We should have explicitly told them.
What?
We were broadcasting the pre-show.
Oh.
I wasn't sure if the cameras were on because I actually just now put up Twitch, but I pretty much should have known that.
Yeah.
I think I said we should tell you, and then forgot to tell you. That's what happened.
Well, you didn't mention it before Cornelius came in.
All right. Okay, so that's the pre-show. We're going to move over to the on-air channel in just a second. You guys are welcome to stay here. You can log off and watch the show. We're on an Imperium News channel for Twitch. I think you probably all know that. But if you don't, that's where we're watching it. And Seagull will arrive in about 30 to 45 minutes so that she doesn't have to be here for 2.5 hours if she's going to come into this channel and talk with you guys after the show. So in order to do that, we sacrificed having her the whole show at the beginning. Or I don't know if, yeah. We can pause. We'll treat this like the informality of this will work for the show as well. We can take an intermission of like 5 minutes to just change everybody out and stuff like that. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to move up to on air and start the show.
Yes, sir.